All right, folks, welcome back to the Dustin Disc YouTube channel. I know it's been a little bit, but I've been kind of busy. For one, I did some commentary for a local tournament, which I'll link in the description below if you haven't seen it already. My first foray into disc golf commentary, hoping to do more. But I want to get back to playing on this channel, and so I'm bringing to another new course, and it's kind of new for me too. I've only played it a couple of times, and it's been quite a while since I've been here. This is the University of Mobile course, and it's a beautiful one. And let's not waste any more time. We're going to kick it off on hole one. This is 340 feet. It's a par 3. We're playing off white tees today. I think there are going to be blue tees here. They might already be here, actually. I haven't seen them yet, though. But either way, it goes downhill at first, but then it goes uphill, so you're kind of thrown into a bowl. So, yeah, it definitely plays every bit of the 340 feet due to the decline back into going uphill. So I'm just going to try to do something good. There's a lot of roots over here on the right-hand side of the tee, so I'm going to kind of just play from behind the tee, I guess. And kind of got a little bit of a tailwind behind me, so I'm gonna try to throw something a little bit more understable, see if I can actually get up there. Well, I guess there is no tailwind. That thing just went right. All right, so I did get pin high, as I said, so I got all the distance I needed, but I just flipped over too much to the right, so I'm probably like 80 feet away from the basket. Gonna kind of just try to get something close to the basket, try tapping my par. Maybe a little soft run. Yeah, let's try another basket for par. All right, so after a bit of a trek, the holes are a little bit spread out here, but it's still really pretty course, I don't really care. But we're at hole 2. It's about 280 feet-ish. Plays a little bit to the right, so you could probably just throw like a fairly straight forehand as a bit of finish at the end, or you could do some type of just maybe understable backhand to the right, like some kind of small turnover. I'm gonna go for the forehand with a little felon.
Too right.
So remember that forehand I threw that looked like it went way right?
Yes.
Look at it. I don't know what happened.
Huh.
I feel like I must have caught this hillside and it must have just rolled back down.
Must have.
That's pretty lucky. I thought I was way right of the basket. I think we both thought that. All right, I must have, yeah, I guess I caught this hill and it rolled back down. That's all I can really think of. That or maybe it just kind of dug in. See if we can capitalize with a little birdie action.
Nice.
There we go. So that's 1 under for the round. All right, so now we're at hole 3. It is 280, I think, on UDisc, but the sign says 350, but maybe the basket changed since then, since they made that. It's kind of a blind shot if you come up here to the tee box. You can't see the basket because it's like a hill that you have to kind of go up. But the basket is kind of behind where that shrub is in the middle of the fairway. If you kind of see that little bush thing sticking up in the dead center of the screen, basically the basket's going to be playing kind of just behind that, but maybe a couple of 100 feet past it or so. I'm not really sure. Gonna kind of go at it.
Ooh, that looks promising.
It looks promising, but with it being a blind shot, it's kind of like one of those, maybe it's great, maybe it's not. Let's see when we get up there. So it was actually pretty solid. I mean, I was in line with the basket. Unfortunately, I'm 30 short, maybe 30 to 35 feet short. So maybe just edge of circle 1. So a decent distance putt to try to get the birdie here. Too high. Oh well, that's a par.
Okay.
All right, we're at hole 4. There is no tee sign for this, but this is the location on UDisc, and it says it's about 350 feet. It's definitely downhill, though, a pretty good bit, so it doesn't play quite that long. Basically, the options I see off the tee are some type of spike backhand hyzer play kind of over this little bush here to the right and have it kind of come down. Or there's like kind of a maybe like a low forehand skip shot between these trees here, that little left lane that you can skip to the basket with. So it feels like both options are kind of on the table. And I would imagine that sidewalk to the right where the wall is kind of places OB. So yeah, I don't know. We'll have a little fun. I think I'm gonna try the forehand play because my spike hyzer game is pretty bad. So I'm gonna actually just try to go for the low forehand. Also, if it works, it'll look cooler, I think. We'll see what happens. Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Okay.
I'm not sure like how far of a putt that is, but I feel like that's about the best I could have hoped for.
Yeah.
All right, so I got pretty darn close. I mean, pin high and like maybe 20, 25 feet. Do have a bit of a headwind blowing in my face though, so makes the putt a little bit more tricky. Hopefully we can get this one though.
Nice.
There we go. That puts me at 2 under, I think, for the round so far through 4 holes.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Here we go, taking a little walk to the next hole. Some of these holes are a little bit spread out, but they make really good use of the property, and the course is so pretty and the campus is so well maintained that you kind of don't mind a nice little stroll here, especially on a nice day where it's a little bit of a breeze. I think the grounds crew here does a really good job. I know they also run tournaments here occasionally. I think they actually just ran one earlier this year, maybe just a couple of months ago, and I think they were actually raising funds to build some concrete tee pads, as everything right now is just natural tees in the grass, and maybe even get some new tee signs. And I know that they have a blue tee layout that they're going to use as well for like pro divisions. I'm playing off the white tees right now, so it seems like they're doing a pretty good job getting funding and trying to maintain and improve the course over time. And honestly, in this area, I really feel like this is probably one of the most beautiful courses that we have. I know that the Admiral is definitely like our really big, nice course, but this one really, to me, has a lot of potential. All right, so this one says it's 200. I think it might be like 215, 220. I mean, it's not really anything. Yeah, it's just kind of go straight at it. I mean, there's a couple of trees you have to miss, but this is one of those ones you feel like you should be birdieing, and I definitely am one of those people that feel like I should. So let's see what we can do. Just gotta throw something dead straight and accurate. I actually thought I was like mega short for some reason off the tee, but it actually turned out to be pretty good, just like maybe 20, 25 feet away. So well within circle one, just gotta land the putt, good to go.
Nice.
There we go. That's 3 down through 5.
Yep.
All right, so now we're at hole 6. I think you said this was 400 feet-ish.
Mm-hmm.
I've never played this hole before, so this is different than when I was last year. Of course, I haven't played here in many, many months. So this hole is definitely way different. It used to be like kind of a par 3, just like up there by that red pipe you see up there. It used to just be like a basket kind of over in that general area. You have to like throw like a little short forehand through the center gap and then kind of go right, and it was just like kind of a maybe 250 to 300 foot par 3. But now this is, yeah, kind of a blind shot. You have to really navigate a bunch of trees, and then you have to get straight and left. So, yeah, I have no idea what's going to happen. I've never seen this before. This is interesting. We're just following the map on UDisc.
On the tee pad, supposedly it says over there, but that's
yeah, the
not
sign's
right.
there, because like I said, it used to just be like a short forehand up there, or like a backhand turnover, but yeah, now it's this longer par 4, and the map told us to tee off from here, and I see like a lot of dirt here where people have been walking around, so it's great. I have no idea if that's good or not. I guess we'll find out when we get down there. So I had no idea what I was doing, but apparently I needed to like go way straighter for longer and then go left, and I kind of am in scramble mode now. Luckily it's a par 4, so as long as I throw a decent shot here, I should at least be able to scramble for par at worst. I don't know if they can see the basket, but it's like around the corner to the left from me. It's definitely down there a decent bit. I'm probably still a couple hundred feet away, honestly. So I'm just trying to figure out something I can try to do. I'm gonna try to do just like some kind of crazy any forehand, and hopefully this will stable out and come out when I need it to. Yeah, pretty much just trying to play safe.
Yep.
All right, so we got to my lie. I'm about 50, 60 feet away from the basket. There's like a ditch behind the basket, which I'm going to assume is an OB. So that makes the putt very scary for that reason. But this is my birdie putt. Kind of debating if I even really want to try, if I just want to kind of like lay up, take my par. Because so par is not bad on this hole in my opinion, especially playing it blind. Maybe I'll do something kind of like just a soft mid. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, I'll take my par and move on. All right, so now we're on hole 7. This one hasn't changed. It's still a par 3, about 250 feet. Basket's just basically straight ahead, but obviously the lane on the left is way more wide open to try to attack the basket, so definitely sets up well for a forehand. So that's what I'm gonna try to do, just throw a forehand and have it try to check up to the basket. Try to get an easy birdie here. Make up for the last hole. That'll do. All right, so I'm at my lie, and honestly, I almost aced it, I think. It feels like it must have just flew right in next to the basket. So it probably just flew maybe like a foot at most in front of it before it came in. So almost got my first ace on film. Take out the birdie though, so that puts me at 4 under through 7, so not bad. All right, so now we're at hole 8. It is just under 300 feet, about 290. It's basically dead straight ahead, so you could go straight at it, but there's also like this really wide lane on the left that I feel like sets up for a forehand, and like you can kind of skip over to the right. There's also kind of like a backhand. I mean, there's a lot of different options, I feel like. I don't even know what the best play is here, to be honest with you. I feel like my best bet for hitting a gap and making sure I'm accurate is usually the forehand. A little bit more accurate with those in the back. So I'm gonna try to flex a forehand out left here and just hope that I can flare it up to the right. For me, this is gonna be a hard birdie. I imagine for other players though, that's pretty manageable. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, just way short, but I mean, it was a good throw.
Yeah.
Well, it is short, but not as short as I thought. Actually, I'm still kind of just outside circle 1, so there's like a small chance I might be able to nab this one. It's a little outside my comfort zone, but you know, we'll give it a chance, see what happens. I don't think I don't know if I can jump this one or not. I'm just gonna not do it. I'm not sure. It's questionable. Maybe.
Oh,
Let's go.
beautiful.
Let's go. That puts me at 5 down through 8. We're crushing it.
Okay.
All right, we're at the end of the front 9. Hole number 9, par 3, about 250 feet, slightly uphill. Lots of trees in the way, lots of roots in the way. So I guess I'm gonna try to play from a little bit further back than the tee sign to try to to avoid that. I think I'm gonna try to play this right lane. Kind of feels like a bigger tunnel, and it kind of goes to this like little tree at the end of the lane. Yeah, that one to the right. I think I'm gonna try to go for that because it feels like the most open, and just try to have it kind of like hyzer in and skip towards the basket that way. Seems like my best bet. I don't know, we'll see. All right, so we're at the putt for hole 9. Kind of a similar putt to what I had last hole, maybe a little shorter, but we'll see. Got to give it a chance. Pull it a little right, you can't get them all. So that's going to be a par for me on hole 9. I believe that puts me still at 5 under, I think. We'll check the score later and I'll put it in the caption or whatever the heck. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please follow, subscribe for more content. I'll have the back 9 up very soon. We're nearing 500 subscribers at the time of me posting this. I think we're only maybe 25 or 30 people away from that, so that'll be cool to get to. And again, I did my first commentary gig in disc golf, so definitely check that out in the description below as well. And yeah, catch you on the back 9.